No stranger, it's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying, that bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them turn the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy. It's blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. Nigga, don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga, that ain't good game, homie, sorry. They say conversation rule the nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. You can get it. Don't you what you want. Oh, what it justice.
Yo, what is good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Welcome to the S Experience, aka your boy Eric, man. We back. You feel me? Took a couple days, you feel me? It was the Christmas time, the holidays, you feel me? I was spending time with family, working on things, in my personal life. But besides that, it was a hard loss on Saturday. Christmas Eve. It was horrible against the Steelers, and that caused, I believe, that game was the breaking point for what it is today. Woke up today to some news. We all heard the news, of course. Longtime quarterback, 9 years, Derek Carr. Some may say the spark on so many conversations throughout the past few seasons, and the division has been benched for the next two games, and Stidham will start the next two games. This is something that I wouldn't have thought would have happened, to be honest. Just because of the factor of we're still in the race kind of thing. But then it's understandable from a business standpoint as far as money situation, because if he ends up getting hurt, it's not gonna be, how do I say this? It's not gonna be given. You know, it's we have to pay him the 30 million uh forcefully. I know a lot of people have different takes on it. I have, of course, a take as well. Um, but besides that, I just want to give a shout out to everybody, man. Hopefully, everybody had a blessed weekend, blessed week so far. Blessings to you guys and your families, man. Most importantly, tough time never lasts, but tough people doing. You guys are so tough people. I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. So the breaking news is Derek Carr has been benched, and is another thing. Reports just came out an hour ago. Derek Carr is not going to even be at practice. He's fully being away because of a distraction. We'll talk about those distractions, and it looks like if the locker room wasn't a little bit emotional before, it is now. And you could tell by the way they're talking now about it. Shout out to Top Beats. What's good? The Nation Nightmare Cortez up in the building. Salute. Raiders, help us, God. Shout out to Auntie Six. Hope the Raiders got a plan next year. They better, man. They better. Watch the interview. Adam looks heartbroken. Yeah, he said it. He said it. Everybody always wants to take quotes off of Derek Carr's mouth. Let's take quotes off of Adams. Adams literally said the quote, and I quote, and let me actually get it. He said, hold up, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me get it. I don't want to say the wrong thing. He said, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? He said, I wouldn't be here right now if he wasn't here. We're gonna be fine, bro. Carr being bounced is a good thing. What's up, Top Beats? What's good? What's good? Help us. What the fuck? Adam looks sad. Shout out to Thomas Hernandez up in the building. He won't look sad when we get Brady. We ain't getting Brady, bro. Brady is. I ain't gonna lie. That's 100%. I disagree. Tom Brady has 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions in the last 4 games. The guy's 45, and the guy has personal issues, and the guy costs more than 40 million. Do you really want to bring a quarterback like that? Let's be honest, bro. Shout out to Arkham Raider. What's good? Salute Eric and Raider Nation. DC being benched before a huge rivalry game against the Niners is so stupid. DC deserves better. All he does is rep the shield. Well, let me tell you something. The organization has been shit for years upon years, and it sucks. It sucks. You know, and I said it before. I said it in midseason. I literally said it in midseason. I said that Derek Carr looks hurt, and when he cried, I feel like the 9 years got to him. All the different coordinators, all the shit the organization put him through. I feel like it finally got to him, and he's just not mentally there. And you could kind of tell, which I don't blame him. I mean, shit. We don't want Brady. Facts, facts. No to Brady. Shout out to Icy Nate. What's good, Icy Nate? Yo, what's good? I'm expecting to see some days we haven't seen in the chat for a while. Fuck Brady, fuck Brady, fuck Brady, fuck Brady. I want Uncle Rico Gardner Minshew. There you go, Minshew Mania, baby. Shout out to Auntie Sick. Shout out to Pyro. What's good, Pyro? Shout out to everybody. DC deserves what he got. He couldn't get it done. 9 years of opportunities, led the league in bad passes, interceptions, red zone, non-conversations. Wake up. Shout out to D Menace. What's good, D Menace? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Thomas up in here. It will be an interesting offseason as the shield turns. That's facts. That is facts, bro. Time for a new era, and it looks like it gave. It looks like it gave. Let me know if you want to pop in, brother. T, what happened today? Let me see. It's a historic day in Raider Nation history. Carr is finally gone. See ya. Shout out to Cool Kev. What's good, Cool Kev? What's good, Terrence? Good to see you, Terrence. Hope all is well. Shout out to Michael Guerrero. Salute, Eric. Salute to you. Raider just admitted it's not about just winning, baby. I know, and A. It's not. We've been commitment to mediocrity the past fucking 20 years. we've been just lose, baby, practically, bro. Salute SC. I ain't saluting to some. We got spies in here, bro. I got like 10 DM threats. I know I seen the threats, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro. This is one of the most important things, bro. This DC conversation debate, bro, should not lead to people saying that they're gonna kill each other and blah 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 and yada yada yada, bro. Jaw Raider showed me some things, bro, of people supporting other content creators, and just because Jaw Raider has a different opinion of shit, the guys are sending them threats and all this shit and blah blah blah. These past couple of days, I took a step back and was kind of like, bro, like at this point, I'm done talking about things of other people. I'm done talking about the drama. I'm done talking about all that stuff, man. And And at the end of the day, my channel was never built on that, and I feel like I went away with it for a couple things. But like I said, I always give a platform for people to talk on my platform. But here on out, for the rest of the season, especially, for whoever comes on my panel, I hope you guys could understand that I'm trying to keep all that away from the of the chat. I have a lot of love for a lot of people, and I don't fuck with some people, and that's just how it is. I fuck with the people that fuck with me practically. And I got my opinions. I got my opinions on Carr. I got my opinions, and it may be different from yours. But something that makes my channel different than a lot of these bigger channels, bro, let's be honest, is I read every single comment, and I try whether you're against me or for me or against my opinion for my opinion. I always read every comment, and that's just how it is. And I support everybody's thing. I'll debate back and forth, but the disrespect, I think it got into a level where it shouldn't have. I like I said, it looks like the DC4 era is done. It really does. The DC4 era is done. It's kind of leading towards that way. Which for me, I know a lot of people are gonna hate this, but at the end of the day, like I said, if you respect my opinion, I respect yours. Same thing like Avakazi. Thank you for your service, DC4 man. I'm sorry that the organization failed you, bro. And I'm sorry that a lot of people didn't have too much faith in you. And at the end of the day, business is business, and that's how it looks like. I feel like it's a business move more than anything else. And I wish the nothing from the best, man. Whether it's retirement or another team, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be a Raider fan. Whoever is under helm. At this point this week coming up, it's Stidham, and I gotta support Stidham, and hopefully Stidham can get it done against the Niners. It's gonna be very tough, but hey, Stidham's under center, man. So we gotta support whoever is under center. That's how I keep it. I always say I'm a support no matter who's under center. And Stanham's under center, and it is what it is. I can't do nothing about it. We can't do nothing about it. At the end of the day, it's Mark Davis, it's Dave Ziegler, it's Josh McDaniels, and as we know, they're all staying regardless. So at this point, we all knew DC4 was gonna be practical scapegoat. Um, but I just want to say I want to spread a lot of love to everybody, man, and hopefully everybody had a blessed weekend the past week and a half, especially during the holidays. And let's try to I know a lot of shots be taken, and I'm one of them. I'm one of the culprits. But at the end of the day, the conversation of DC4 should not lead to things going in personal stuff over DC4. I lost a lot of respect for a lot of people for shit like that. And at the end of the day, we gotta respect each other's opinion. At the end of the day, we all have different types of things. Um, some takes I think is really stupid, and some takes I think are really smart, and that's just how it is. Because if you really break it down, um, some people talk with emotion more than logical. You feel me? More than realistic. But that's all I gotta say about that, man. It's all love from here, bro. Shout out to Pyro. What's good, Pyro? Shout out to Avakazi up in the building. Salute SC Terrence, Cool Kev, all eyes. Hope everyone is having a great holiday season. We got the gift of Derek Carr B bench. Goddamn, Montana Fox. What's good, Montana Fox? Good to see you, brother. I hope all is well. Not even in practice. Yeah, it looks like he's out the building completely. It was a mutual decision. Shout out to IC Nate. Adams looks depressed. Yeah, he does. Adams is leaving. Jacobs is out. Uh, no to Brady. That's facts. That's facts. And stop being dumb. God damn, Ellen. Come on, man. Off of just what I said. He said Brady is done with football. 1 year anniversary. Rest in peace, John Madden. Well, that's another note, too. Shout out to ECJ. Made you look. 1 year anniversary. Rest in peace, John Madden, man. Rest in peace, John Madden, man. Legend. Legend. Always. Us fans deserve better, and that's a fact. That's a fact. And hopefully this organization has a plan moving forward, Terrence, because, bro, this organization has not had a plan for the past 20 years. We need to build our team better. Yeah, facts. We do deserve better. That is why we need to eat the cap hit and trade Carr for picks. I think we'll talk about the Carr situation right now. Um, Shout out to Robert Pena. What's good, Robert Pena? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Caleb 2024. Don't worry, guys. McDaniels will bring his guy Tebow to Vegas. Yo, shout out to Steven. What's good, Steven? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Shout out to Joey. All I ask is that we move on a new fresh quarterback. And that's the kind of direction I'm kind of leading to. Every move Mark Davis has made since Al Davis passed has been a disgrace to his father and once great organization. That's what I'm saying, D-Buck. But nobody wants to talk about Mark Davis. Mark Davis keeps getting passes, bro. Shout out to Raider Bob. What's good, man? Top beats over. Shout out to Montana Foxes, man. Shout out to Rich. Don't be surprised if Tom Brady's in the works. I mean, I'm not for Tom Brady, to be honest. Hey, look, even a car hater like me is not happy till we win. once we win a playoff game, I'll be happy. I wish Carr the best. There you go, man. There you go. Hey, I like that profile picture. It's Mickey Mouse with the bandana of the Raiders haters. Yeah, I like that, man. Pushing poise pride, man. Hey, some of you guys look new to the channel, man. If you're new here, subscribe if you like the content, man. There's gonna be a lot of college football coming this way as well, man. I know some people are not big on college football, but that'll help a lot towards the draft. I got a lot of all 22 film, some bowl games I'm gonna do. So if you like that content, I'm bringing that to the SC experience as well. Someone say something about Stidham see me on Black Saturday. I don't know, big dog, but Tay body language in that locker room interview looked like he checked out over there. He did. We'll react to it right now too, Plum Raider. We'll react to it too right now. Um, I may not like it, but DC is bench at the end of the day. Other Lamar Jackson is or who is a realistic upgrade over DC. That's what I'm saying. What up, SC? Not a good situation for this organization to be in. We're back on the quarterback carousel. The Dolphins have had a quarterback since Marino. There you go. Shout out to Doc Holidays, man. Respect to DC for all the years, man. How much is the cap hit going to be for Josh Jacobs? It depends on the new contract, right? It may be 12 million, but even I say Josh Jacobs might explore his options, man. It was time for him to go. I'm over it. Stidham time. And that's what it is. It was kind of time eventually for him to come. I didn't think it was going to be this year. But the organization has the final say, and it is what it is. And Stidham's the starter, man. And we got to support Stidham, even though, people like me don't have the biggest faith in Stidham. But he knows the system. And at the end of the day, we all can agree on one thing. We want to beat the fucking 40 whiners, bro. I would have been a lot happier if they did the rebuild from the start. Just shows that they needed to string the fans along for their money. Y'all hopping up Stidham like he's something. I'm worried about this Sunday. I'm worried about it too. But if there's one thing for sure, like we could all agree, it's fuck the 40 whiners and hopefully we beat them, bro. As long as McDaniels is our coach, we're still gonna be mediocre. I think we should eat the 33 million, get a first round and a fourth round pick for Carr. I don't think it'll be that big of a cap hit, but if Derek Carr, if the writing's on the wall for Carr and Carr knows this, I feel like if Carr really likes the Raiders, he'll kind of waive that no trade clause and allow us to trade him. But we'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Purple and Gold Raiders. Shout out to We the People. Stack them up. Hit that like button. Please hit that like button. DC is a scapegoat for a poorly managed organization. That's all it is, man. That's what I think. Shout out to everybody in here, man. I blame Gabe for this. Here's my prediction. We get Brady and Gronk, trade Waller and Morik for draft capital, hopefully move up in the draft and get Anthony Richardson. With Carr not showing up, adds his trade value. That top beats. If this was Brady 5 years ago, I would have said yes. And if this was Gronk 5 years ago, I would have said yes. But Gronk is retired and Brady's on the brink of retirement. I think Mark Davis should sell it to you. It'll be 5.6 million. Yo, I see always go Raiders, go Lakers, go Dodgers, go USC. There you go, man. Fight on. You already know what it is. Marky too busy eating PF changes and escorts. Yeah, we don't deserve this shit. We deserve to be in fourth place every year until Mark Davis is gone. Yo, click that like button and subscribe to the show. I appreciate that, brother. What's good, Shadow? What's good? Bugsy Raider up in the building. Did you see that Mark made the final decision to bench Carr? Yep, we'll talk about it. I'm just trying to salute everybody in here, man. I haven't seen this name in a while. I have not seen this. I know he's happy. You came out of the hole, bro. The moment this happened, you came out of the hole, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Escorts walk Carr out the door. Shout out to everybody, man. Jacobs is gone. He ain't staying to he going to the Bill. Oh, don't even say that. If he goes to the Bills, bro, that'd be crazy. Yeah, bro. DC leaves. Devontae might be out too. It's not looking good. Hey, hopefully he stays, but we'll see. What does this say about McDaniel's security after all? We're mathematically still in the hunt, and this is very suspicious to me. Mark Davis already came out and said he's the future, bro. You wonder why they took Carr out before McDaniels. And I said this before. If anybody's out before anybody, it's Carr before McDaniels, bro. And it's just, it is. That's what it is. I'm going to be at the game Sunday now. I kind of don't want to go. Shout out to Raider Primos. Was good, man. Stidham could do something more mobile with these weapons. Anything possible. Shout out to everybody. Gronk said recently that he's bored and could still play. He said he's bored. Shout out to ROL After Dark. Was good. Problem TV up in the building. Eric, I've seen Cash in lives lately. You just skipped them. Oh, I didn't even see him. I haven't been live for the past 5 days, so that could be another thing too, right? We've been in our own VCs. I'm glad, and I hope the Carr era is over. It does look like it. Uh, Tay would show his true colors is he wants out because of Carr. Hey, I mean, shit. Jordan Love is 24 years old. Should take him. He's younger than the Carr. Adams left because he didn't want to play with Jordan Love. That's all it was. But well, let's react to some things, bro. There's some things to react to about this. There's a lot of players coming out now, breaking their silence. There's a lot of things happening. Yeah. Let me actually look it up real quick. Give me a second. Let me give a quick shout out to somebody on Instagram, man. Another content creator. He dropped it. Let me actually play it for you guys. Let me share my screen real quick. I don't know if he's in here and maybe I skipped him, but shout out to the Raider Room, man. But here's the thing here.
Anybody was excited about it in here. Him being one of my really good friends, and the reason why I came here in the first place. I mean, I wouldn't be here right now if he wasn't here. So I think everybody knows how I feel about him, and with that said, there's a process of how things go, and I'm not gonna sit here and go on and on. But obviously, I support my guy, and I, we got to finish the season out, the best way we can possible with, all things considered at this point. But yeah, anything else that you guys got, you can leave that for coach.
Well, there's that.
6 head coaches in his 9 years in the league. Dennis Allen, Tony Sperano, John Gruden, Del Rio, Bisaccia, and now McDaniels. Derek Carr has had MVP votes. Derek Carr is a 3-time Pro Bowler. Derek Carr, the last 4 seasons, averages a 68% completion percentage. Then you show up, Josh McDaniels, and it's down to 60%. See, Josh McDaniels without Derek Carr, we know is bad. But Derek Carr without Josh McDaniels, we know is good. If the job of the coach is to make the player better, then don't cause the player to be worse and then blame the player for getting worse and then bench the player. It's asinine. And worse than that, I hate when smaller coaches ruin greater players' legacies.
Well, ain't that about something, huh? Yo, I got that clip too dirty. They don't want to talk about it, bro. They don't want to talk about the clip that Adam said. We're so quick, and this is what I talk about. I like everybody's opinion, but when somebody's not consistent with an opinion, I don't respect it. What I mean is, let's take this season let's take this season for example. We were losing in the beginning of the season. We go on a 3-game win streak, and everybody that was hating on Carr kind of just magically vanished. Like, spookily gone. We start losing again, and out of a sudden, they trickle back. And that's where I end up having a problem with things. And same thing on the other side, right? I seen Carr lovers, whatever you want to call them. We were losing in the beginning a lot, and they didn't say too much, and they were kind of hiding, and then they came back. Both sides have a lot of people that are like that, bro. But it's not just one side, and that's what I'm talking about at the end of the day, right? Uh, I like opinions, but if it ain't consistent, man, it ain't it ain't it, man. Um, and at the end of the day, the future is the Carr era. It looks like a complete stop. None other than that, the McDaniels train is gonna continue going. Mark Davis is gonna continue going. Dave Ziegler is gonna continue going. Champ Kelly is gonna still continue going. And most of these players that they brought in are gonna continue going. The biggest question of the offseason is gonna be what players are officially out and what players are in. It's gonna be an interesting offseason. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm a guy that continues to be consistent with my things. When we were losing and Carr wasn't playing his best, I was still here on the platform. And when we were winning, I was still here on the platform. You feel me? Uh, so you know, um, when things go rough, I always say tough times never last, but tough people do, man. And the Raider Nation has been tough because we've been through shit, shit back and forth. But Little Warm, your time is done. You going to hold his cup. You holding his cup at home. Who's Little Warm? Is there somebody called Little? Oh, you're talking to him. Come on, man. Come on. Hey, Cash Lord, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You were kind of quiet for those 3 weeks we were winning, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you go come at anybody, bro, be consistent with it. That's all I gotta say, bro. You know, that's all I gotta say. McDaniels is doing the same thing he did when he coached Denver. Huge red flag. Yeah. History repeats itself, right? It's definitely a no on Mr. Tuck for me. He doesn't like playing with Aaron Rodgers or don't like playing with Jordan Love. I think the money situation was a big factor. He called Aaron Rodgers a little selfish, and I think he didn't want to play with the rookie quarterback. He wants to win, and he thought coming to Raiders was gonna win, and he was wrong. Um, if the Raiders' head is at we will never draft a quarterback better than Carr, then you will never take a chance on a quarterback and miss out of the possible. Uh, wait, Carr, then you will never take a chance on a quarterback and miss out on a possible future stats. Um, there's nothing to lose anymore. you know, we got we got we got a lot of options. Well, not a lot of options. The options became more limited. Um, I talked about three different primos. You know it too. There was three different options I said before this whole fiasco happened in the midseason. If you remember my live before, and I know you were in there, I literally said, there's three options. You keep Carr and you draft a quarterback to stay behind him. You go out and get a veteran quarterback off of free agency. You let go of Carr and you draft a quarterback. Or the third, you draft a rookie quarterback and you start him day one. Now with the card, this whole card fiasco, and it looks like he might be gone. One of those are out, which is Carr staying practically, most likely. So that means it leaves you with two options, right? Get a veteran quarterback, bridge quarterback, draft somebody underneath him, do it that route, or draft a quarterback and bring him in. You could go another option of get a veteran quarterback, but I'm not on the Brady train or Rodgers train because that's a lot of money at the end of the day. And they're not playing that up to par, to be honest. I'm Rodgers maybe is somebody say Rodgers would, but at the end of the day, I want to get younger. I want to get a young quarterback that has a lot of potential. So that's the route I would go. Yes, I remember that. I would be honest. I thought option one would have been likely. I thought they keep Carr and draft the quarterback. I did too, but now it's up to two, three different options, maybe two, depending on. I understand he went down there because of his family and his fan of the Raiders. He grew up with his friend. He's real close with Derek Carr, specifically family. Okay. Um, what's the card not going to the game though? So it was a mutual agreement. Carr kind of talked to Ziegler and McDavis and told him that just to not distract the other players, he's gonna watch from home. And as you can see, and if you put the pieces together, if you look at what Adam said, it kind of looks like half of the locker room is a little bit down. It's kind of affect him a little bit emotionally. Hopefully it doesn't take the biggest toll on him. But it looks like it. And honestly, I mean, I know a lot of people are gonna hate on Adams for saying what he said, but at the end of the day, did DC fail him or did the organization feed him some bullshit to bring him here? I'm just saying. Um, I'm sorry, I just don't. Shout out to Valerie. What's good? I'm sorry, I just don't like this decision. I think it's gonna backfire on the Raiders because I don't care what quarterback they bring in. It's just not gonna help until they get this defense built. And I'm on the same train, Valerie. I think that if they build this defense in the offseason, I think we'll be good with whoever's under center next year because that gives us a lot of opportunities. You build up an O line, you give them all you can, and whoever's under center next year will have a really good team around them. It's just the question is, what are they gonna do? That's the biggest question right now. What does this organization have up the sleeve, man? They could do anything. They could draft a tackle in the first round. They could draft a quarterback in the first round. They could draft a defense in the first round. They could draft a goddamn long snapper in the first round. They keep a lot of things quiet. But one thing's for sure, it looks like Carr might be the era of Carr might be over. So we will have a fresh will have a fresh.
Hold on, give me a second.
To fix that, we might have a fresh face leading into next year. Um, but yeah, if Carr isn't on the sideline helping Stidham, that is weak as fuck and just poor leadership. I wonder what it was because I heard it was a mutual agreement. Both sides said, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, pushing. I wished I was in. I wished I had more information. I wished I was inside the meeting room to see what they were talking about. But reports are saying that it was a mutual agreement from both sides. So probably um the organization told him, "Hey, you're not going to start. You're being benched." And a lot of people look a little bit bad, look a little bit thing. I just don't want none distractions with this team right now for the next 2 games. So if you're willing to either leave, like stay at home or something, or it could have been the other route. It could have been Carr was like, "Hey, for the better of the team, I'm just gonna walk out here." But we just don't know, right? We could just assume. But what we do know is a mutual agreement before both sides. So both sides said it, pushing. Carr said he was gonna leave, so he's not a distraction to the team. See, that's the thing too. Yes, I did see the Devontae Adams. He said that he didn't want to answer any other questions too. Like he said, that's for the rest. I think it's both organizations. Carr played Adams. Could be. Like I said, we don't know. It's just speculation at this point, right? I'm sure there's a lot of division in that locker room presently. I think so too. Stidham is an average backup quarterback. All the Weiner fans are already talking smack. This move has already divided the locker room. This has to blow up in McDaniel's face. I want to beat the Niners, man. I want to. I know, especially all Raider fans want to. Probably some may say the Bay Area. A lot of the Bay Area wants the Raiders to win most like number one. It's gonna be a tough game, but if there's one thing for sure, it's any given Sunday. Yes, Minshew's good bridge quarterback. He's chief fix. I like Minshew. I want to Minshew this year actually. Devontae Adams said clearly he would not be a Raider if it wasn't for Derek, and that's what I'm saying too. I don't. It's just a lot of things, right? I've seen a lot of people's true colors today. Shout out to Julio Jones, man. While really a leader should always be there to support their comrades, you can't just bail out if you're a leader. Ultimately, it's not just look, and that's the thing, Bourbon. I just don't know what was said. The report right now is that it was a mutual agreement from both sides, so both sides said it. Now, who sparked the conversation of him leaving and who didn't spark it and what did they say? Like I said, I'm not the one to jump the gun automatically. I could just speculate and give you the options that it could be, but I am not going to react fully until I know what went down in that meeting room, which they're not going to talk. you know but if it is that Carr didn't want to help, like pull the Ryan Tannehill to Malik Willis type deal where he doesn't want to help the younger guys, then I would kind of lose a little respect for DC for doing that. But the reports haven't came out yet, and nobody has spoke up yet. So I'm not gonna jump the gun yet. I'm just not that type of person yet. But we'll see. Stidham is playing for a starting role these next 2 games. I wouldn't be mad if he wins. I would have doubted if he wins. SVT Vasquez, you're exactly right. He's trying to get a starting role. I would not doubt it, and he knows the system more than anybody. We're 6-9. We need a better defense and O-line and a new quarterback. Hey, Primos, at this point, it looks like it, man. It looks like it. Carr ain't here no more. Point of talking about some boy that ain't gonna be here. I wanted to see change, but to be fair, Derek never had a defense that could balance out the team. Yeah, it's a sucky situation, but it happened. It is what it is. It's like that. It is what it is type deal. But yeah, Carr was gonna give up like $34 million. You could use that money and go use for a defensive line. I believe he would have restructured it, but I do think that the organization feels like, with all the things going on, it's better for the both parties to just separate. You feel me? Which I was saying this from weeks ago. Primos, you know it too. Everybody knows it. I've been saying this weeks ago. I literally have been saying this for weeks ago. That for the better of Carr, I think we should separate. For better of him and better for us, because just a lot of things aren't, the organization is dysfunctional, that the people were bringing stuff like that, and all these different things. I just feel like at this point it looks like another rebuild, which I mean we've been rebuilding since 2002, but it kind of looks like it, and it sucks because we always take a step forward and then take 10 steps back, and I hate that, bro. I'm just so tired of that shit, bro. This has been happening, And this has been happening since we lost the Super Bowl when Gannon was quarterback, bro. Like after that, like just everything is just we continue to do the same shit over and over again, bro. And I'm just tired of the bullshit, bro. This organization is dysfunctional and it's like a fucking domino effect, bro. It starts at the top and trickles down. The organization has been dysfunctional. They hire people that don't have the best resumes, and then those people fuck up. And then some of the players aren't bought into the system, or some players just don't make the cut, or the people we bring in at the coaches have a certain system that a lot of players don't work in, and then we bring in players that it's just a whole fuck show, bro, that we've been going on. And I'm just tired of it, bro. I'm just tired of it. Well, Jared Stidham is going to get a shot on Sunday, so we'll see what happens. He said he did not want to be a distraction to the team. That's what I'm thinking too. Um, as the leader of the team, even if the staff says don't come, you fuck you, I'll be there. I'm pretty sure he's been helping them. I wouldn't doubt it, but I just don't know what the fuck going on. They did the same thing with the Marcus Mariota in Atlanta a few weeks ago. That's another thing too. New era now, just win, baby. I'm not gonna say I mean, I don't know what the future holds, bro. Anything's up in the air right now. If anything, DC is communicating with his agent for the next move, and they might know something we don't. And that's what I'm saying. They probably said, "Hey, go home, figure it out. Let us, let us have these 2 weeks with Stidham, and go out there with your manager, with your agent, and then come back to us in the off season. And remember, y'all, remember when the Super Bowl is over, there's that 3-day window. He probably told Carr, and this is just speculating. This is not true. This is not a narrative. I'm just letting y'all know it's speculation. One of these speculations could be that DC, like you said, SBT, there's probably something in the works that DC. What do you want to do? Do you want to retire? Are you about the Raiders and you would be willing to get traded so we could better our team with some picks, or do we have to keep you another year and we will give you a contract? Anything is still possibility, but I do think it's more of the first two than the third. Shout out to Ben Bad. What's good, Ben Bad? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Well, the 2014 haters were right. We will and did ruin Carr. Do you think Carr was crying at the meeting? Nah. Yo, 70 in the chat, only 34 likes. Please click the like button and subscribe to the show. I appreciate that, Top Beats, brother. All love, man. If you guys can, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Um, Sad Carr couldn't step up. Yeah, did you see the odds? They doubled since they heard that Derek Carr was benched. Yeah, I seen it. The one thing that's sitting behind Aaron Rodgers, Jordan said he's only 24 years old. I think he's getting tired of sitting behind him. That's why I mentioned him to you guys. It could be a possibility, Allison. It could be a full possibility, 100%. Um, he's a young quarterback, right? He's a young quarterback. He's been behind Aaron Rodgers. He's been behind the Packers, and they've been winning. You feel me? So I feel like will it be a possibility? Of course, his name will be thrown in the mix here and there. But the question is, what is Aaron Rodgers going to do moving forward? Is Jordan Love the future of the Packers, or is he the future somewhere else? You feel me? So it's always a possibility, Allison. Some players were upset about the news. Carr and the team didn't want the circus. It wouldn't be good if Carr was there and there was the primary focus on game day. Who knows? I wouldn't mind Tom Brady next year. He is a free agent next year. Would have to trade for Rodgers. Here's the thing with Tom Brady, and I haven't been on that train. And I respect the people that want Tom Brady. I understand. He knows the system. He's probably got 1 year max left. And, at the end of the day, drafting a quarterback underneath him will learn a lot. He knows the system, blah, blah, blah. It's just what direction do people want, right? We're screaming we want to win. But if we're bringing Tom Brady, I don't think this team right now is built for Tom Brady. And if you're planning on winning next year, then you would take a shot of, hey, call up Buccaneers and be like, or call up Tom Brady's agent and be like, hey, but at the end of the day, Tom Brady hasn't played his best either. The last 4 games, the last 5 games, he's had 7 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He hasn't played the best either, and he's had a full healthy team as far as Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette, and he's still been putting up those horrible numbers. So I think Tom Brady's day is coming to an end too. And that's the only reason why I just don't want Tom Brady. And for Rodgers is one of the most selfish players I've seen in the football. And we always talk about we want to invest the money in somewhere other places. Well, if you bring Rodgers, that money is going to be gone. that's the reason why Adams got away. The Rodgers was selfish. So that's why I don't entertain those two, because I just feel like for the better of our team, we gotta get younger. We don't need guys that only have a year left and stuff like that. And if we want to turn this thing around, we gotta build from the trenches out, and we gotta build this defense. And in order to do that, you need money, you need draft capital, and you need you know. I heard if he gets hurt while in the building, it'll cost us. That's why I feel like they benched him as well, Ben Bad, because if he gets hurt, we're guaranteeing him money. These fools need to learn to say managing what Carr did that they had with Khalil Mack. Didn't y'all said Mack is traded? Y'all gonna jump ship. But you guys probably want to look for your own quarterback, which I understand. Yeah, yeah. If you could let me know, Allison, what are you a fan of? What team are you a fan of? I believe. Um. Shout out to the numbers. Salute the numbers. Hope all is well. For those talking about our defense, it was the top 5 D in the last 6 games, while our offense was 32nd. It's been bad the last 5 games. The offense has not been clicking. Um, the defense has been playing better. Um, but the first 9, 10 weeks, the defense was horrible. Um, and I think the Rams game, the way we lost, the same way that if the offense doesn't come downfield and hit a field goal, it's the same thing. The offense couldn't win a game. It's the same thing with the defense. They let Baker Mayfield come down 98 yards. It was tough that we were even in that predicament, but at the end of the day, 98 yards by a guy that barely learned the playbook in 48 hours. So that game, I would say 4 games, the last 4 games. But you know, just listen to Murph's show, and he spoke about the last, I think, 10 or even more Super Bowl winning teams had a quarterback on a rookie deal. Brady Manning, only outliers. There you go. DJ Travis Gales, Brady to over for Bledsoe, and the rest, as they say, was history. Bring John Gruden back. Shout out to Squints Gaming. Shout out to SVT Vasquez. Shout out to M85. He's not flying with the team, or is he being released? I'm not sure. I think it's that I don't think he's practicing, but who knows? People blame a quarterback at 9 years for the 20 years of dysfunction. That's what I'm saying. Um, like I said, it's kind of on the way of the DC era is over. For me, I'm not gonna hate the guy. I mean, at the end of the day, he took deals for the better of the team. He's constantly showed loyalty. He didn't do anything wrong, man. He tried his best. He's had numbers, man. He's had numbers. He's had prime seasons. And at the end of the day, he's not one of those guys that I'm kind of gonna do what other people do and burn his jersey, because at the end of the day, the people I burn jerseys are people like Antonio Brown, even Khalil Mack for going to the Chargers, stuff like that. But I would not burn a jersey of Carr, and I wouldn't even put him in the same category as Antonio Brown. So for me, it's just I wish you the best. At the end of the day, it's all about this, man. It's all about this. And I'm gonna sit in the living room, sit at a bar, sit at the next year, and watch all the games. And I'm the next 2 games as well. I'm still gonna watch. So it ain't no difference. It ain't no difference. I mean, all my lifetime, I've seen horrible fucking quarterbacks. Come on. I mean, Jamarcus Russell, Terrell Pryor. I mean, come on. Come on. Carson Palmer. Come on, man. Like the 4 game win seasons, the 6 games, the 8 games, the fucking back to back, freaking 500 games. Like, no matter what, I still stood by this team when we had horrible quarterbacks before and horrible players on defense, horrible players on offense and coaching staff. When Dennis Allen, who else? Fucking goddamn, fucking when we brought back Art Shell, when we got Lane Kiffin, like I'm still a Raiders fan, so it ain't no difference right now for me. And I think there's been a lot of people that put a lot of emotion into this team and emotion to this card thing, that I feel like just both sides. I'm neutral, and I prove it day in and day out the way I talk. I'm a supporter for the Raiders, man. I'm a supporter of the silver and black and whoever's under it. And I prove it with the takes I have. I prove it with everything. And at the end of the day, like I said, once a Raider, always a Raider for DC. But it looks like his time is over, and it is what it is. And now it's time for a new beginning. And hopefully, this new beginning is not like the same beginnings we've had in the past. Um, I always go by the saying. What's the saying? Don't let the past dictate your future. I always go by that in life as well. I believe that's the quote. Um, because sometimes life is too short to be looking so much into the past, and sometimes we got to move forward and and expect the best. And if things don't go our way, then you know. Is SC, the Raiders have to move on from DC. You can't pay a guy to 10 money if he can't produce. And I think that's why they benched on Frank White. I think, like I said, it might be on the way out, right? Shout out to Raiders Down Under. Was good, Ozzy. Yo, I see, even though we are going to be looking for a quarterback, that's not the top need. I still say look at a defense online first before your quarterback. Yeah, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the draft, Primos. I'm telling you, bro, there's more than just the first round. You could get so much talent players. Um, I like Hendon Hooker, even with that injury. If we do get a bridge quarterback and have him behind, that's good. But he's just a little bit older age. Some may say that injury kind of took a toll on him. Bo Nix, I like a lot of Bo Nix. Daniels, that's another guy I like. Um, Tamir McKinney from Stanford, that's another guy I like. Um, and if you bring in Will Levis, I'm not the biggest fan of Will Levis, but I do think that if he sits behind a veteran quarterback, he could develop into something that could be great or could be good. I'm gonna say could be good. Um, and we'll just see what happens, right? Brady will go to the 49ers before he comes to Vegas. Shout out to Allison for the 199 super sticker. I appreciate you. Hope all is well. Blessings to you. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. They'll sign Brady for ticket sales, though. Hey, if it's about business, then hey, Brady has been through a lot in his personal life this year, and almost stats was pretty much the same the last year he was in New England. It's a little bit more conservative with this play. He did come back and win last game, though. I'll give him that. But I feel like I don't know. It's just that it just depends on what route they want to go, right? The Raiders need a young quarterback. They need to draft one. Facts SC. Yup. I'm sorry, Tom Brady is not going to win this team. And personally, I would never want to see Tom Brady in the silver and black. It's kind of like selling your soul to. It's facts. For me, it's more of we don't got the team for Tom Brady, man. That's what it comes down to. That's why I become younger. If we get Tom Brady, we can still win next year. Oh, while also drafting a quarterback to learn under him. And if the team could be built around Brady and the young quarterback will have 65 million to invest in the online defense, Brady's gonna take money, bro. At this point, with that divorce thing that's happening, him owing money and all this shit, bro, he's about the money right now, bro. And I just feel like his last ring was with the Bucks. I just don't think we got a team built for Brady right now. Salute SC in the chat. Trade for Rogers. We have a lot of picks. Nah, I wouldn't trade for Rogers, bro. He costs too much, and nah, that's the reason why Adams left. He is Rogers is selfish. There was also reports some of the players wanted more out of the QB position, and that's what I'm saying. There's a split in the locker room. Some players think that some players came out and said that they wish that the quarterback played better and things would have been different, and others blame the coaching staff. So there's a division. You could see it. You could literally see it from what they say in the press conferences and what you see about with the moves happening. So it's a split too. Shout out to Desert Raider. Salute to you, Hope all as well. Shout out to Dark Atheist as well. We got 80 people in here, man. If you guys can't hit that like button, man. Wish nothing but the best for DC. Thanks for the memories, but time is to move on. I'm the same world too. He's not gonna be the team for insurance reasons because they don't want anything to happen in the building because they are responsible for it. That's why. There you go, Valor. If they get Brady, I'm convinced that they are trying to get rid of riffraff of LA and Oakland fans. If you burn his jersey, you got problems. That's what I'm saying too, man. He's just been inconsistent. Shout out to Gabe. Gabe, if you want to pop in, brother, here I'll drop the link, brother. I haven't done a lot of time solo, so I wanted to do majority of the show solo, just for it. But I got you, Gabe. If you want to pop in, Gabe, it gives me another perspective on it. Let me see. All right, here we go. Shout out to everybody. I will wear my Raiders gear always, no matter what, win or lose. Been doing it for 30 years now. Facts. I'm rocking my Raider hat as always, and it's people that came up to me are glad Carr is done after season. Some hate the move, some love the move, but at the end of the day, hopefully nobody jumps ship, man. And if you jump ship, man, and if you burn his jersey or any of that, I have a lot of, how do I say this? I lose a lot of respect for you, man, because we've been through tougher times. I know this was one of the most disappointing seasons, but we had such high expectations, and that's why it hurts so much. But at the end of the day, I'm not burning no jersey, card jersey, nothing. I wish him nothing but the best, but it is time to move on, and it looks like it. And it is what it is. At the end of the day, we're still repping our gear, man. Like people are saying in the chat, we're repping our gear at the end of the day, and it don't matter. It don't matter. And I hope everybody has the same mindset when it comes to that. And it sucks to say that it may take Carr just to leave to stop this whole shit. Hopefully, I mean, especially if the Carr era is over, hopefully this doesn't spark shit no more. Like I'm just like I said, I took a days back, and I'm a hypocrite myself for throwing shots here and there and indirectly and stuff like that. But um, life is too short, man. Something's happening in my personal life that kind of made me kind of sit back, and kind of be like, okay, what am I doing? I'm being a hypocrite. And I'll be the first one to admit it. A lot of people don't like to admit it. They don't like to admit when they're wrong and stuff like that. And for me, that's why the last couple of days I took a little break. I was supposed to come back Monday, but I was kind of like, you know what? Let me really think things through. So you're gonna see a lot of realistic outlooks here. You're gonna see a lot of bold opinions here, no matter what opinion you got. And for all my mods too, if people are calling each other bitch or coming after each other personal life or stuff like that, or fighting each other, like in a sense of like not football talk, like more of like, oh, I'm a beat your ass type of deal, just time them out. But if they're talking about, oh, DC this and DC that, or I'm for DC, what are you talking about? Brady ain't gonna do shit. Leave that. But I just want that because it's just like, at the end of the day, you know, I'm trying to put steer my channel back to how I was and how I built it on. But I got somebody backstage. He don't got his cam on. I wonder if he's on the road. But the king of 420 filming smoke at hour. Raider Gabe up in the building. What's good, Gabe?
What's dragging, man?
You driving?
So, yeah, I'm driving. Fucking, I'm almost home. I'm like 10, 15 minutes away from the house.
For sure. How do you feel about this move, man? It's a big move.
Bro, I mean, it's not. I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? It was just like you kind of felt the temperature after the game, bro. I was even like, forgot who chat it was on. I was like, was this the straw? You know, that broke the camel's back, pretty much, dog. And you know what? They answered the question, dog. I guess it was. You know what I mean? And I guess Carr stepping away for you know what, for so he won't cause a distraction. But like, I don't know, bro. I think that's just another word. So basically, just saying, you know, like he's done. Now he's done here. I think. I don't think that's the last fucking thing he did as a Raider was a fucking interception, which is fucked up. But time to move on, man. I think it's time to move on, and I think it's but what are we gonna do? Which way are we leading? Because I don't. Jared Stidham's not the answer, man. I mean, I
Yeah.
know he's gonna start the next two games. They're gonna evaluate him and everything, but
Mhm.
I mean, man, if we gotta depend on Stidham, there's gonna be a lot of dudes that are gonna want to get out of here, bro. They're gonna need. They're gonna need
Yeah.
to. They're gonna need to do something where try to surprise us, dog. Try to go out and get somebody. You know what I mean? Because at this point, it's a waiting game right now. Dog. Like, what's our next move?
Yeah. No, I feel it, and I don't think Stidham's the answer either. But at the end of the day, like I said, bro, for me, it's like whoever's under center, no matter who, I'm gonna support, and hopefully Stidham. Hey, any given Sunday, right? Hopefully Stidham could take care of business the next two games, man. Because I really want to beat the Niners, man, and I want to beat the Chiefs, and at least leave on a good note. But it does look like the Carr era is over, man. Kind of leading towards that way, and it is what it is. We've been through so many quarterbacks in the past like 20 years, so you
Yeah,
know,
no, I think it's just time, dog. I mean, it's like
yeah.
I understand, like you know what I mean. That like he was a true Raider. He wanted to be here.
Yeah.
Like he fucking bled. He bled silver and black. But you know what I mean. It's just like
Mhm.
the organization didn't help him out at the beginning, dog. And changing all the coaches and all that shit didn't help him at all too. But you know what I mean. At some point, you gotta turn the page, dog, and you gotta
Yeah.
start over, or or go and try to get somebody that's gonna just put that spark in your team. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
so it's one way or another, but like it's kind of either way, it's time to turn the page,
Yeah.
dog, because you can't make this type of move where it's the final two games and say, you know, that you want to go with this guy when it's like,
Mhm.
you know that what it is, dog. You know, because they don't want to guarantee him his money because if he gets hurt, he gets guaranteed money for next year. So they're not gonna try to fucking put him out there and let him get hurt, and then they have to guarantee him the money for next year. So this is basically just telling you, you know what I mean? Like we're not gonna risk you getting hurt. We're gonna let you go anyway. So we can't risk you getting hurt because we can't afford to give you that money next year because we gotta give that somewhere else. You know what I mean?
My bad. Yeah. But yeah, um, it's just it's kind of a surprising move at this time, you know. Uh, but it's gonna be an interesting offseason. I'm gonna compete. I'm gonna sound like a broken record when I say that. You thought last year offseason or this year's offseason technically was crazy. It's we're in for a ride, man. People we think are gonna stay are gonna be out. People we think are gonna be out are gonna stay. People are gonna come and go. We're gonna draft the complete opposite of what a lot of us are thinking, most likely. And but to answer your question, the numbers Drake May, I actually started watching him a lot recently, because I got the film. But he is a freshman, so he's not coming into the draft until probably 2025, 2026 type deal. If you guys don't know who Drake May is, he's from North Carolina, I believe. He's had 35 touchdowns, 7 interceptions for the season with a 62 something, 62 and a half completion rating. So it's a pretty good completion for a freshman, and 35-7 are pretty good numbers with North Carolina over there. So we'll see how he develops in his second year and third year, but he's not going to come to 2024, 2025, 2025 most likely, 2026. But he's a good quarterback. I like him a lot. So, but he's a freshman, so we gotta wait.
Bro,
We gotta wait a little.
I'm gonna watch. I'm telling you one thing. I'm gonna watch every single game next year, dog. But if they go into rebuild mode, dog,
It's tough, man.
I might
hate
not be
that.
going to Miami, dog. I might not be going to Miami.
Hey, I might not go to Miami either.
New York. Like I was planning on going to Miami and New York
Yeah.
next year, dog. But fuck that shit. I'm not
I'll
going
watch it from the
to
couch
Miami.
at that point, bro. I'll watch
Exactly.
it
Yeah,
from
you know what I mean. I have a big ass TV at home, dog, where it's like surround sound and everything.
Facts. I
It's
got
a great
yeah.
experience at the house too, dog. You know what I mean? I can order food and all that shit. So
Yeah.
fuck that. Like I'm not gonna. If unless we fucking do something to where it's like okay, you know what I mean. At least you know what I mean. They're moving away from Carr, but like you know what I mean. It's not it's something like a quick fix type of shit, dog. Because like you can tell already in body language from these guys, they're not happy. So fucking Devontae Adams he already said himself, dog. Like that's the reason he's here, dog. You know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how that unfolds in the offseason. Jacobs, you can see how upset he was in but that could be something different too. Because Jacobs, he kind of was upset with you can tell he was kind of upset with Carr as well that game. So I don't know how he's gonna take this, but bro, it's gonna be tough, man. Like we gotta be able to. I hope these coaches are trying to sell them something and trying to tell them, like, okay, we're gonna go out and go get somebody that's gonna, be a quick fix for this team or something like that. Because all of these guys, bro, are on 1 year contracts or you know how the NFL is now. They can fucking bitch and bow and all that shit and try to get out of their contract and shit. You know what I mean? Not bitch and get out of their contract, but they'll get traded. You know what I mean? And that's when we go into full rebuild mode, dog. I mean, I know. That shit's that's fuck, man. You know how many years already, bro? You know what I mean?
Facts. If you guys could do me a favor, hit that like button, man. We got 60 people up in here, man. If you guys can, hit that like button. Get us to 60 likes, man. Let's try to get 60. That we're at 47, man. I greatly appreciate it. Helps the algorithm, helps the channel, man. And if you like what you see, I see a lot of familiar faces always, and then new faces as well, man. Hopefully you like my takes, and like at the end of the day, bro, this is a place where I respect everybody's opinion at the end of the day, man. Like I said, last couple of days, if you missed my little rant earlier, try to go back to the live and see what I was talking about. I'm trying to change back to how my channel was built, and hopefully you guys respect it, man. I don't care if he went with the Raiders. I am still a big fan of his, and plus the two individual people. I'm guessing, Allison, you're a Green Bay Packers fan. Two individual people, Christian Watson. The play seems so familiar of Devontae Adams. He's no Devontae Adams. I like Christian Watson coming out of the draft a lot. He is coming to his own recently, but yeah, he ain't no Devontae Adams, bro. I don't think anybody's Devontae Adams. I think Devontae is one of a kind, man. And if there's somebody that deserves the ring, is Devontae Adams, man. He's a future Hall of Famer, man. He really is. I don't care who jumps ship. It's all about the shield. That's facts, Graham Cam. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Tony. What's good? He said, Bosa. Oh, shit. We got Niners already showing up. I've been a Raider fan since 1967. I've seen all the ups and the downs. I'm excited for the future, man.
Yep.
I'm nervous about the future.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah.
I'm like, fuck it, bro. I mean, I just want. I mean, this regime seems kind of like dumb right now at this point, dog. But I mean, Ziegler, let's see what Ziegler could do with this offseason, dog, because it's gonna be a crazy one, dog. It's gonna be a crazy offseason. The draft is gonna be wild, dog. We gotta hit on draft picks because that right there could be a quick turnaround itself in itself, dog. Because if you draft great, and recently you can see in teams, dog, that they can make quick turnarounds with great drafts. We just gotta go and solidify the quarterback spot right now because oh man, fuck it, it's gonna be crazy, dog. If we can't go out and grab somebody, that'll go out and make a trade for somebody or something, you know?
Yeah. Mental health is important, Eric, and that's what I always like to preach, and I'm gonna keep preaching it, bro. I gotta continue preaching it. Mental health is one of the most important things, man. I may not do a mental health show, but at the end of the day, I try my best to reach out to people behind the scenes. I've done it before, and people know this. But like I took a couple of days, spending time with family, personal stuff, and trying to really analyze this whole YouTube stuff. It's gone down a hole that I wish it never gone. When I used to be in the comment sections of people. I used to not even be a YouTuber. I was just watching everybody. I used to watch a lot of people and comment and do all that stuff and I thought it was a whole different deal. And then when I got into YouTube, things, were looking good in the beginning. Then it kind of changed towards the middle of it. And it kind of sucks because a lot has to do with this whole topic of Carr. And it sucks that there's such a division and there's such a hatred towards the quarterback or towards people and people sending threats and stuff. And like I said, I'm one of the corporate and hypocritical because I was throwing indirect shots too. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna bear any attention to anybody that doesn't respect me or respects the people I fuck with, and that's just how it is, and that's what is gonna go moving forward for me. And I'm not gonna even give anybody else limelight that doesn't deserve the limelight in my show. So, nothing against everybody. At the end of the day, I wish nothing but the best for everybody, man. That's in this content creator shit for the Raiders, man. At the end of the day, we all rep the shield, whether we have different takes or not. And whether I respect you or not, at the end of the day, we got the shield, bro. And what happened?
It's just fucking bunch of bullshit, dog. Like, but you know what I say, dog? Like, it's when they start doing that, that means you're hurting their feelings. So you're doing something right, dog. It's like
I know, right?
all of those fucking little threats and all that shit, they ain't gonna do shit, dog. Because then they block you. Because they threaten you, then they block you. It's like, get the fuck out of here, dog. It's like they're just stupid fucking little internet trolls, dog, that try to scare you with like that bullshit, but they ain't shit, dog. It's just a bunch of bullshit. But yeah, I respect that though. Yeah, you want to go that way without fucking, because
because like you said, they're not gonna do anything, bro. So it's like, why even bear them attention? You feel me? But we can have a civil discussion without using up profanity. Yeah, unless it's Call of Duty. Eric, stop the stream. We want to play against CSC. Shout out to Pepper man. I don't want to be a mode because I'll snipe the shit out of everyone like Sugar Free and slap the beat. Come on, John Raider. God damn. We always hire by association instead of getting the best man for the positions. Hey, that's what it is. Tony, the reason why I'm not talking about beating the Niners right now is because if you look by the title, bro, the title doesn't say Raiders versus Niners preview. The topic is Carr, bro, right now. And the future of the Raiders. But I'm going to do... Hey, Tony, if you're around, bro, most likely either Friday or Saturday or even tomorrow, there's going to be a show about the Raiders-Niners preview. And hopefully I could get this Niners content creator on here. Hopefully. He's going to let me know. But if I can't, I'm going to just bring out a couple people on. And we're going to talk about it. And hope to see you in the chat. That day is no holds bar on Niner fans. I don't want nobody sniping no Niner fan. I want you guys just to talk shit the whole time. What happened?
Hey, so we ain't got no fucking Perriman. We ain't got no
No Chandler
fucking
Jones.
Chandler Jones. Like, fuck, God, this game's gonna be fucking. This game's gonna. I think it's gonna be tough, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to
I
everybody.
just
Shout out
wanna.
to Baby Doll Studio. What's good?
I just go hope they go out there and just fucking wreck one of them, dog. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck about the Niners. Let's just go out there and wreck one of them. Fuck it. Go out there and
Facts.
fucking just fucking just go out there and show some heart, dog. And like just let the young guys play, and hopefully you can fucking see like guys that want to be here. You know what I mean? Because this game's gonna be tough, dog. Like the Niners are playing better, like as good as any team, dog, right now. They're playing as good as anybody right now. Like, if not,
They're on an 8-game win streak, bro.
exactly.
The
Like
Niners are on an 8-game win streak.
they look tough, dog. That defense looks tough, so it's gonna be
Tough.
a good test. It's gonna be a good measuring stick this weekend, dog, to see what's up, dog. Like they want to evaluate, right? Fucking McDaniels was talking about evaluating, the young players and Stidham and all that shit. Well, you're gonna get a good evaluation this week, dog. Like,
Yeah.
if you can, and Stidham can fucking earn himself, so maybe a fucking, something, dog. Maybe not a starting job for sure, but maybe a fucking a training camp chance, dog. Because I mean, these next two games are going to be tough, dog. There's two teams that are. I don't think the Chiefs are still going to be playing for something too, because they're going to be playing for that one seed.
Yep.
So
And
yeah, so it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be two tough things, dog. So we're gonna see.
And I see people talking about. Oh, I'm still freaking. I don't know why my cam's down. I know a lot of people are not talking about Will Levis. I see it in the chat. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Soon after the offseason, I mean after the season's over, after the last game of the season, and we don't make. Hopefully, we make the playoffs. There's still a possibility, but it's like a 0.1. But once the last game of the season for us, whichever it is, I'm gonna start doing film studies on college, and I'm gonna have the college bowl games coming up as well. But just a little preview here. This is the Kentucky film. I see Will Levis, so we'll do some film study. You feel me? Some
Hey,
film study of some of the guys. You feel me?
let's see. So you're
Yeah.
doing on New Year's Eve. You're doing both games or what? Both playoff
Most
games.
likely, because I might not go to my cousin's house, so most likely I will be home, and I'll probably do both of them.
Both playoff games.
So if you want to join me, or anybody wants to join me, let me know.
I'll join you for one of them. Probably. You know what I mean? One of the
Yep,
earlier
yep.
ones. I think
Uh,
one starts like at 1, one starts like at 4. No.
Yeah, one starts early.
Yeah,
I
one starts
honestly
like.
didn't see us beating the Niners on Sunday anyways, but I do believe that Derek Carr was playing. It would have been close now with Jarrettstown. I feel like it's going to be a complete ball. I hope not. We'll see what happens. We playing spoiler. That's where it's at. Fact, shout out to hopefully I didn't skip anybody, guys. The chat's going crazy today. I appreciate you guys for that, man. I'm trying my best to get to everybody, man. But if I skipped your comment, that's because on StreamYard, bro, when I have it on something, it's just you feel me?
Yeah.
There's ways that football players can get out. They can have the other team that then buy out their contract. That is right, Allison. That could happen on trades and stuff like that. Eric wants Hooker. Hendon Hooker, man. Hendon Hooker. I know he tore his ACL, but I mean that means we could get him in the 6th round, 7th round, bro. That boy Hooker, man. Las Vegas needs a hooker, and that's Hendon Hooker. He said, Terrence, you wouldn't even catch up to the chat, bro. If we split the next 2 games, I'd rather beat KC than the 49ers. Hopefully, we beat them both. I want to beat both, bro. Shit.
I want to beat the Niners, dog. Fuck that.
I know, bro.
I want to beat both for damn sure, but I fucking hate the Niners.
Let me screw up because I probably skipped some things. My bad. Bridge quarterback rookie, bridge/rookie or bridge/rookie. Oh, well, et cetera, et cetera. I get what you're saying. I just realized Carr ain't it. Don't laugh. It wouldn't be surprised me that Stidham beats the Niners. JJ and Waller didn't look mad either. Just saying. Oh, yeah, Waller didn't look mad. JJ didn't either. Shout out to Queen. What's good, Queen? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Let me see who else I skipped. Hopefully I didn't skip any. Somebody who preached about mental health sure does seem to care more about people's mental health anymore. Mental health. Wait, somebody who preached about mental health sure doesn't seem to care about people's mental health anymore. Just are you talking about me? Or you talking about somebody else? Shout out to Westside Media. What's good, man? He said, "What up, sir? Smoke a lot and tall midget. Fuck you."
What up, Dirty?
Freaking job of the earn. I think Dirty says send the link here.
Dirty in here, yeah. What up, Dirty?
You see, I got a couple minutes real quick. Hold on, give me a second.
I wouldn't mind Uncle Rico, dog. Fucking Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
We could get him away from Philadelphia. Fuck it.
Yeah, I got about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Just win one, and I have the money on the game. Raiders invite Uncle Rico for a workout. According to reports, Uncle Rico threw the ball to Allegiant Stadium and over the mountain. God damn. While it didn't seem upset at all, made me believe we're going to beat the Niners. Hopefully, yeah, we beat the Niners, man. Allison, I appreciate that the $20. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Trust me. There's ways of these football players to get out of there. They can have the football teams buy their out their country. Yeah, you're 100% right. And sometimes the other team, when you trade, sometimes other teams could eat up most of the contract. Like it could be a $30 million contract, and they could eat up 25, and all we have to pay is $5 million. So that's a possibility. That all has to do with ownership. I mean, with the manager, the general manager, and Dave Ziegler, and how he kind of, how do I say this? How he kind of goes about the deals. Which I believe in Dave Ziegler. I don't know about you, Gabe, but Dave Ziegler has done nothing to make me be like, oh shit, I'm scared. Dave Ziegler has actually done a pretty good job. Shout out to Rod Gass.
Yeah. I think so too.
Mhm.
I think he's done a pretty good job too. It's just that fucking we gotta continue now because we didn't see him draft anybody in the first round or in the second round. You know what I mean? I know Parham worked out and all that shit, but he needs to hit on these first and second rounders because those are the players that make impact. Like you hit on your first rounders, second rounders, and those guys like stick around like a Micah Parsons, like like those type of first round guys, like. You start changing the team, dog. You start changing yourself. Like you gotta draft good in your first and second round. Like those are the ones that I want to see this year, especially with the amount of draft picks that we have. I just want to see him fucking ace this motherfucker. Dog. Like ace this fucking draft. Let's go get somebody that's gonna be, a bridge or to whoever we're gonna end up, being our long-term quarterback. But we gotta have a plan for that too. Though we gotta be able to see something because right now, I mean, what guys do you see out there that are like free agents that can be a quarterback here for years to come? You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. Some may say Garoppolo, some may say Lamar Jackson, but fuck, bro, I don't want either of them. But before we continue the conversation, Gabe, I got somebody backstage, man. You seen him in the chat, man. The king of late nights, you feel me? And y'all know him, love him. Has a lot of controversial takes as well, but I love his point of views always, man. And I like his background right now because I think he has a lot of people X'd out right now. I don't know who that right one is because the microphone's above it, but the first two, I kind of see who it is. Shout out to this one, man. Dirty Raider, aka hashtag Raider Nation Network. Oh, there you go. There you go. That is Garoppolo, huh? That's that's Mac Jones and Tom Brady. How you feeling, Dirty? Because I know you were another fan of DC, man, and he's benched, man. How are you feeling about the news, man? How you feeling?
I like DC, right? You know what I mean? Yep. I understand. This is a business move.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But let's everybody keep acting like it's just on him. This is by far the most talented team. What up, Gabe? This is the most talented team that he has ever had as a head coach, and he is still shit the bed. Everybody's talking about, well, bring in Brady. Look, Brady respects him. He doesn't fucking like him because he's not a good head coach. This is by far the worst timing for this bullshit at all. You telling me you're giving up? That's what you're doing? You're giving up? You know what I mean? Like, as a head coach, you're giving up already? Man, who gives a fuck if your starting quarterback gets hurt trying to fucking do some shit you want him to do, man? Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, like, was we going to win these games anyway? No, we wasn't. So, in all honesty, it don't matter to me if DC play or not. It's not like we was going to win these fucking games. You got two teams that literally can kick your ass up and down the fucking parking lot any fucking day of the week. I mean, they are who they are. You really think you can hang with the Chiefs? Nah, that was early in the season. You think you can beat the Niners? Nah, that ain't working either. And then, like, I just got off the phone with JT, and you know what I mean. JT had even mentioned this shit to me. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. You talk about you gonna evaluate Stidham, but you gonna evaluate Stidham against the fucking Niners and the fucking Chiefs?
That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
said.
crazy.
Baptism by fire.
Nigga, how is that fair?
I know that's crazy. He's throwing them in the fire, bro. That is fire. You're playing with fire right there.
Bro, I had somebody tell me, you know what I mean, and then I had somebody tell me that it wasn't true, but I had somebody tell me that Carr and McDaniels got into a heated argument, bro, and Carr said, "Fuck you, I'm out, bro. I'm done. If this is how you want to run
me, I gotta
team,
see
bro,
it.
I'm out, bro. I'm done." I'm just saying. Now I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's true. Because I asked somebody else who is a credible source, and they told me no, that didn't happen. But when I asked about the DA comment of, you know, DA said, if DC's not here, I'm not interested in rebuilding. I'm not coming back. Start shopping me now. So, and I'm not saying that he's leaving because of DC. I'm saying he's leaving because he's not interested in a rebuild. He's not interested in a new quarterback, you know what I mean, that don't have no nothing, you know what I mean? He's not interested in none of that. Send me somewhere with a veteran. You know, he ain't got a whole lot of years left. You know, maybe another 6 or 7. Who knows? We have no idea how long he wants to play or what it is he can do. But he in search of that ring, bro. And he came here with the understanding that getting a ring could quite be a possibility. And getting a ring with one of his closest friends is what interested him. You know what I mean? And the only way DA stays is if you get a veteran quarterback. But you're not getting Brady. If the Niners decide to move on from any of their quarterbacks, it'll be for Brady. But at the same time, I think Brady might be done with football. He might actually be done with football this year. You know what I mean? He got custody as a kid. He need to start paying more attention to him. He need to be staying at home, shit of that nature. You know what I mean? Things like that. So I can almost guarantee you, and I ain't even got no contacts on that side, but I guarantee you, as a father, he probably walked in the court and said, "Hey, I want custody of my kids. I'm done with football. This is my last year. You can go ahead and give them to me. Go ahead and enjoy your life. Go do what you want to do." You know what I mean? I think Brady's done with football after this season. I think this is his last season, right? You know what I mean?
He said Stidham was in the system for 4 years and he's looking to evaluate him. Question mark. Seriously, when are the fans going to hold that liar McDaniels accountable? Never, because it's his first year. That's what they always say. His first year.
Here's the funny thing. Derek Carr is the best quarterback he's had as a fucking head coach, and he's killed his career too.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
Yeah, I know that's fucked up because you know what, dog? Like his last years, dog. It's like he's always had great numbers, dog. He's always had good numbers. You know what I mean? Other coaches and all that shit. And how come the first year that he's here, this is just his worst year? You know what I mean? There has to be some blame to that too, dog. Like it's like there's no way that he could be good for all those years with 67% fucking 67% always fucking completion percentage, dog. Like always under like 10 interceptions per year. I mean, I know the fumble thing was always been an issue, but you know what I mean? It's just like he just got worse under McDaniels, dog, and it's just like that shit's a big deal too, bro. Like that. I mean, it's like a fucking type of sabotage type shit, dog. Like where you could see like if I don't know if McDaniel's fucking did this shit on purpose to fucking try to get somebody else or something, dog. But it's just like I don't know, dog. It don't even look right, dog. Like Carr don't look like he's even into it sometimes out there now because I don't think he like even McDaniel's dog. I don't think they just like. I think it finally came out too, like even in the press conference when McDaniel's was, kind of like basically blaming Carr. You know what I mean? Like, and I know Carr had a horrible game, but it was just like you could tell right there. It was just like that shit was already it was going in a different direction. You could tell already he was done, and they were done with each other, dog. You know what I mean? It's just like
Shout out to Raider Way.
trying to turn the page, dog.
Yeah.
Carr has not digressed every year. I don't know what it is you're talking about, Dark Atheist. I got respect for you and things of that nature, but you way off base on that. You better go recheck the stats, bro. He's gotten better in yardage and passing completions and touchdowns damn near almost every year, man. The only thing that digressed was him running the ball from his first couple of years to later on in his career. You know what I mean? They asked him to be a pocket passer, bro. McDaniel said it early in the year. I don't want my quarterback getting out of the pocket and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, hey, he is about to be the next Hackett,
just fucked up because finally.
Let's be honest.
Finally, the guy who got him a good. Like with this team, with the coaching of fucking like where they had Musgrave. If you get Musgrave for a while, dog, and then like you had you still had like somebody like just like the coach unit, it was just like more solid and everything like that, dog. And they still had this team. It would have looked a lot different, dog. It's just like the change and everything. 6 coaches in 9 years, dog. It was just fuck, bro. Like at this point, like. The digression. I mean, it's hard not to digress when it's like, especially with a coach like this, bro. Everybody was fucking talking shit about McDaniels on his play calling. I know Carr has been doing bad, but McDaniels has just as much blame, dog. Like that's just the way it is. McDaniels just has just as much blame, dog, because it's just ugly, bro. His play calling is ugly. It's just not what he was in New England when he had. Daddy fucking Belichick, always fucking watching his shit, dog.
Jaw Raider says, let's be honest, if Bill Musgrave was head coach, will Carr be trash or elite? Honest question, I say he'll be elite. I mean, in 2016, it says it all. They were top 3 in points per game on offense. They were top 3 offense. They were top 5 offense in some cases. Carr was excelling in that system. And, the Bill Musgrave, that's the one that really brought out, the best we've seen, like literally one of his best, if not his best season as a Raider in 2016. Then he got hurt, and I blame a lot of that on Jack Del Rio because he fucking should have not kept Carr in the game. He should have took him out. We were winning. Now that Carr is gone, we can find a quarterback that will actually throw the damn ball. Come on, that's more of the coaching thing right there. What are the chances we keep Jacobs? I think I'm gonna give it 50%. I know people hate to say it or hate to hear it. But I think 50% because Jacobs
if they let go of Carr, I think they're gonna pay him, though.
That's the case, but the question is, does Jacobs want to play for an organization, for a team that is in the brinks of, rebuilding, or does he want to go somewhere else where they're winning? Because imagine he goes to a team like the Bills, then what are you gonna say over there?
The Bills have the money though to pay him.
Oh yeah, they're gonna release a lot of people. They brought a lot of young things. I think that Von Miller contract might affect them though. So I don't know. It just depends. What does Jacobs want to do? Does he want the money? Does he want the wins? Or does he want to be loyal to the Raiders? Or
Yeah.
It just depends. Because at the end of the day, these players are gonna say what they gotta say in the public view. And it could be something totally different, or it could be exactly what they say. Some of these players, to be honest, like sometimes you read in between the lines, kind of. and other times they're straightforward. You feel me?
Yeah.
Jacobs and Da not happy. Dave Ziegler and Mick Shithead better handle some damage control. If he makes those throws, then this wouldn't happen. Against the Steelers, he played horribly, man. Yeah, I'll admit it. I'll be the first one to say it. If Devontae goes, it'll be a snowball effect. Hopefully not.
He didn't
Oh, I
play
see a little
horrible
bit of
though.
there's a little bit of an echo though, but yeah,
He played
It's-
worse than horrible though.
yeah, he did. He played horrible, bro. That was Renfro played amazing, bro.
But it's
Signed
just like
Brady,
fuck,
draft
bro.
Bryce Young, bro. I'm not gonna do it. In order to get Bryce Young, you need a top 3 pick. Just saying, Raider Paul.
I'm gonna go. I'll just talk at home. Are you gonna still be on for a little bit, or are you gonna get on for a
I'm
little?
out in the next 5 minutes. So,
Oh no, okay then. Then I'll catch you later then for
sure.
anything, dog. Fucking thanks for having me on, dog. But
of course, brother.
yeah, dog, it's time to turn the page, dog. Fucking
Yep.
the new era. I think, dog. It's now it's the waiting game to see what we do. Ziegler has to hit on this draft, and fuck, man, let's go out and get somebody, dog. Because fuck, man, it's gonna be crazy, dog. Because Stidham is not gonna be a fucking big thing to look forward to there next year, dog. If they stick with that, but.
Facts.
Yeah, on that note, dog, fucking, yeah, thanks for having me on, dog, fucking, yeah, you can fucking follow me at Raider Gabe, dog, 420, and yeah, for sure, bro. Thanks, bro.
Have a good one, brother. Always.
You too, bro.
Let
Yeah.
me see. Musgrave and McDaniels run the same offense, but in reality, you have a different philosophy and play calling. Musgrave was more spread, and McDaniels is more West Coast. Yeah, it looks like McDaniels kind of changed his system a little, becoming a Raider. You could kind of see it a little. This past offseason, we spent over 300 million on the pass catch at DC. We were a passing team, and Carr couldn't keep us. Period. Don't change it. Zig. Hey, we'll see what happens. I mean, it looks like, you know. Derek needs to make that crucial throw versus Steelers to save his job. Yeah, that was a bad throw by him, man. You know, he usually makes those throws, but it just looks like it's, the time is starting. Shout out to James Purple. What's good, man? Good to see you. Hope all is well. JJ just said he wants to stay. Well, I hope he stays. Shit. I know he said that, but I hope he does. I mean, I hope he's a man of his word, right? That's with a lot of players, hopefully everybody does what they say, you feel me? Okay, let me bring back Dirty back on. We got about a couple minutes before we head out. Oh, we got the hot girls up in the building. I made it. Let's go. There we go. That's good. What's good? The Figueroa.
How you know you doing big things, man.
Right.
Doing big things, man.
Last time I checked, Adams got the bag. He's not going anywhere unless there's another team in the top 5 that is willing to surrender top picks and would like to. I think a lot of people would be willing to trade for that guy, bro. I would keep it a bad, but I don't know. Like I said, this offseason is gonna be crazy, bro. It's going to be crazy, bro. I promise you, it's gonna be crazy. I could predict this. I could predict that. I could predict this, and it could be something completely opposite. So
hey, look, there's plenty of teams in the top 5 that would be willing to give away, some top picks if they feel that Devontae Adams is what's going to bring them a Super Bowl. Yeah, they'll part ways with their picks, bro. You got to remember, picks ain't valued like they used to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what everybody keeps tending to forget, man. Picks ain't valued like they used to be, bro. It's hit or miss. Just because you're a first round pick, don't guarantee that you're gonna be anything in the NFL at the next level. But if I can get a proven NFL veteran like a Devontae Adams, and I need a receiver to just take my offense over the top, yeah, I'm giving up those picks, bro. Just like we thought that's what we needed. You know what I mean? Just like we did.
Facts.
So
the draft is always 50-50 with the player. Like, how are they going to come out in the NFL? They could look really good in college and look bad in the NFL. Somebody could look really bad in college and look good in the NFL. It's a hit or miss type of deal. And sometimes teams are starting. You see the Rams, right? They went all out, traded all their picks because they knew they were going to get talent guaranteed from the players they brought in. When you bring in certain players, you know what you could get from because you've seen them in the NFL. And in other cases, some people try to go through the draft and sometimes it don't work. The Browns is a perfect example of that. we're a perfect example of that, especially with the one of the most recent drafts with Arnett and and all of those. But Essie, let me send you a stat. All right, for sure, send it. And then we'll be leaving. You got a show today, Dirty? Let them know what time that show is. Let them know where they can find you on that.
I will be on at 8:30 this evening. It's a
Pacific
little early, you know what I mean? But I will be on at 8:30 this evening. I have some special guests, you know what I mean? Phil from Unfiltered Truth.
Okay.
If you caught them earlier, you know what I mean, you definitely know where they stand on
Oh,
this
I
whole
already been knowing
situation.
what they're saying. I don't even have to watch today to know
And you
that,
know
bro.
where I stand, where I've always
Yeah,
stood in
I'm
this
gonna be there in the
situation.
chat with popcorn. I'll be with popcorn.
Look,
I'm ready to
I'm
see that shit.
I'm not even look. I'm not even getting into. Everybody thinks I'm like mad about I'm not even getting into the DC conversation, bro.
Yeah.
That means nothing to me. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I got no control over that. You know what I mean? Whoever they put under center needs to fucking win.
Yeah, facts.
Point blank. I've said this for a long time, man. I don't care who's under center. Just fucking win. Doesn't matter. I can care less. Long as it's not Tom Brady. That's the only point in time I'm gonna care. Or Jimmy G or Mac Jones. And I don't know why y'all asking for Mac Jones. His own head coach came out and said this nigga can't throw the ball down the field. You think Devontae gonna stick around for a Mac Jones?
Hey.
Not happening.
Facts. And the stat that Joel showed me, I seen this earlier actually, Joel, but just to read it, Derek Carr pass rate by half, first half, second half play caller. In 2016, 90.1 in the first half, 91.7. Musgrave, 88.5 in the first half, 79.6 in the second with Downing, 89.9 in the first, 97.2 with Gruden. In the second year with Gruden, 108.8 in the first half, 91.6 in the second. That's Gruden again. And a Gruden again, 110.2. 92.2. So he actually was improving with the Gruden system, especially in the first half. And then Olsen was 90 and then 97.8. And then with McDaniels, he's had his lowest rating in the second half with 96.6 and then 73.5 in the second half with McDaniels. So, yeah, I mean, there's a little interesting stat right there for you guys. But at the end of the day, like I said, it kind of looks like the way it's going, it might be the Carr era might be done. There's still crazier things that could happen.
No, it's done. No, it's done.
That's what I'm
It's done.
thinking too.
You can't offend the starting quarterback like that. You know what I mean? And think
And
that it's
bench
gonna
him
be
twice,
okay
yeah.
next year. Nah.
So
It's it's done.
the
You know
Carr
what I mean?
era is done officially because Stidham's starting the next two games as well. So now it's the matter of time of what's going to happen. Are they gonna? Is he willing to get traded? Is he gonna do what he said and retire, or are they just gonna release him? And that's the name of the
You know
game.
what era's not done?
What?
The era of us sucking ass.
I hope not, bro. I'm tired of losing,
Bro, come on, bro.
I'm having faith because I just want this team to turn
No,
around, but I don't have faith
no.
in some of these fucking coaches, bro.
It's the triple A tone here. Huh? Okay. Look, it's the one guy, bro. It's the one guy, bro, who it all boils down to.
He said Chase Garber's there.
You know what I mean? Hey, Jolie, I'm just saying, under maybe another coach, bro, we could probably thrive, bro. But I honestly feel like, man, this coach, man, he just kills teams, bro, wherever he goes, man, as a head coach. It just ain't in some people to be a head coach, man.
Here's a little picture for you guys real quick. Speaking of what you're Yo, hey, there you go, guys. Right there. There's a video for you guys out there, man. Coach screws team while owner watches. There you go.
Wow. Great Photoshop work. Whoever did
that ain't even mine, bro. So I
understand. Great photo. Whoever did that, great work. Great work. Very, very creative.
It is.
He had the Pornhub banner at the top. He had the NFL banner at the bottom. You know the NFL ain't show no shit like that. You know
Fact.
the NFL ain't show no shit like that.
Shout out to everybody, man. Have y'all heard McDaniel's victory speeches? Yeah, it's, I mean, they're like, "Ah, I like how they give up. But yeah, they're nothing. Shout out to everybody, man. And I think you missed something today, Steve Gutierrez. I want you to do me a favor after this live. Go over there to the Raider Room on Instagram or just look up Adams presser. And Adams literally said today that Carr was one of the biggest reasons why he came over here. He said it himself today. So go check that out, bro, because I think you didn't see that. But anyways, that is the ending of the show with that picture right there. Hey, Dirty said he has a show in 2 hours. 2 hours, about 2 hours or less. It's gonna be when I tell you the people he's bringing on, and his and Dirty's takes, bro, they both don't usually see eye to eye when it comes to cars. So it's gonna be it's gonna be fireworks and not in a good way. But it's
Who
gonna be
knows?
fun.
JT might even be in the building.
Oh shit, this is about to be a whole goddamn. This is gonna be better than all that shit from the media shit. But the fucking Shannon Sharp and shit, but better than all that shit.
You know what
That's
it
even
is?
Mhm.
It's three. It's four motherfuckers that really know what it is they're talking about.
Yeah, with
You know
different
what I
takes. With different takes. That's what makes
Different
it funny.
takes. That's all it is. It's four motherfuckers really talking about what they know. You know what I mean? But just from a different point of view. You know, we all want the same thing.
Mhm.
We all want the same thing. We all want to win. You know what I mean? We all want to win.
Mhm.
But the problem is, I don't think we can with this coach. I don't care who's under center. I think the coach is the problem.
It scares me. The coach is scaring me, bro. I hope this turns things around. But you know, I don't really have that much faith.
No other veteran head coach in the NFL would ever make no stupid decision like this. If you was gonna bench DC, you should have benched him earlier in the season when we was losing badly.
Yeah.
That's when you should have benched him. But you didn't. You wait till now, where you have a glimmers of hope, and that hope is out the window, bro. You playing Kansas City and Frisco, man. Come on now. It's not. You're not.
It's gonna be tough, man. It's
man.
It's
you know what's gonna be entertaining? Watching somebody not DC fucking play. Because if I see the same shit, then I'm gonna be like, DC ain't even in the building. How you gonna blame him? He ain't even in the building. I'm telling you, bro.
know,
DC
right?
gonna get traded. We gonna be terrible next year, and somebody gonna say it's DC fault. And I'm like, well, how is this DC fault? Because we didn't draft another quarterback earlier in years, and we could have. No, man. Once the nigga leaves, bro, you can't blame him for nothing.
I know.
He's gone. You can't blame him anymore.
Fact.
And I know there's gonna be somebody out there that tries to do that shit, bro.
He said
I'm saying
McDummy
it
will bring
now.
in Brian Hoyer or Tebow. Shout out to everybody though, man. I'm gonna head on out. Gotta go eat some food. You feel me? I appreciate everybody that came on by, man. We had 80 plus for majority of the time. I know 4 other Raider content creators possibly went live right now that I could check on. So there's that. But I appreciate everybody that stayed in. We have 50 plus at the end of the day, man, throughout, and then 80 plus in the very first hour. I appreciate you guys for that, man. Hit that like button. We got a lot of new subscribers here, man, today, and I appreciate that. And hopefully that's because you guys love my takes and the way I handle things here. And like I said, things are starting to change over here in the SC experience for the better. And we're gonna move forward, man. You already know what it is, man. I appreciate Dirty for hopping on. Gabe, man, I appreciate you guys. And of course, Dirty has a show in less than 2 hours. So go check it out. Trust me, it's gonna be a great goddamn show because it's gonna be funny as hell. And there's gonna be a lot of back and forth. And I love back and forth, man.
Look,
so,
if you ain't doing anything, head over to Raider Critique. That's where I'm getting ready to go right now.
there you go. Raider Critique is live. There's one of them.
Yeah.
But shout out to everybody, man. Blessings to you guys. You get down, Eric. I appreciate that, man. Great show. I appreciate that. Much love to everybody, man. Tough 10 their last, but tough people do, man. And until next time, y'all. This was the SC Experience, aka boy Eric, man, and me and Dirty. We out. Peace.
Peace.